So the pre-qualification section is extremely important. Our goal with the pre-qualification section is to determine if this person is a high odds prospect or a low odds suspect. So again, the difference between a prospect and a suspect is a prospect is somebody who meets all your criteria to buy, and a suspect is somebody who meets all but at least one. So that means, let's say, they meet everything with the exception of they don't have a budget. They're not a prospect. That's not somebody you should present to. We should only present to people who are qualified prospects, okay? Not the suspects, because we're just chasing our tail. There's no rational reason to try to sell somebody something that doesn't fit the criteria required to buy, if you really think about it. So the great thing about this section is that we are establishing all the things from a scripted approach that are important for somebody to buy, okay, or important reasons for somebody to buy. Important reasons include, do they need this? Do they want what we have to sell? Do they have the health to qualify for it? Do they have a bank account? Do they have the draft off of? We have to bank draft. And do we have a premium that they can afford comfortably? Again, another factor of this is these are all objections that could possibly spur on down the line if you go through a whole presentation and close that you never, professionally addressed earlier on, which is why we're doing it in this section. Again, this particular section is very scripted. There is a transitional phrase from the introduction and rapport building phase to smoothly go into the why did you send the card in, who do you want this coverage for, asking health questions. All of that is extremely scripted because we're trying to have the goal of collecting vital, important information to determine if this person is a prospect or not. So again, there's no winging this particular portion. Then when we have all that information, assuming they're a prospect, then we give a scripted presentation on the difference between what we do versus our competition. For example, what we offer versus what the term and the whole life guaranteed issue carriers offer that come through the mail and are seen on TV. So again, very scripted. And we're emphasizing key points through the relevant showing of information through what our competition does, showing actual sales brochures, sharing personal stories of clients that we've seen. These are all scripted and specifically designed to be put into our presentation to foster urgency, to create a better trust connection, and to also bring up our authority on the subject matter so that people know that we can be trusted with whatever we do offer them. Then we move into the close once they've conceptually bought into what we do. And again, the close is very scripted. The three-part offer is what I recommend guys to do. Which one of these works best for you? And here's my recommendation. And then writing up the deal and then cooling it down. All very scripted. There's nothing that's random or subject to any whims in the presentation.